Hi everyone, we are covering a object-oriented programming in Python. We have already seen what is a class, what is an object, what is a data hiding in class, and what is inheritance in a class. So now in this video we are going to see about polymorphism. In this video we will see everything about polymorphism, what is polymorphism and how we can achieve in a function in class. So without doing further delay, let's get into this. As you guys can see that I am in a PyCharm and this is our lecture 21. So let me write here lecture 21. And now guys, first of all I am going to tell you what is polymorphism. So guys, polymorphism, the name itself defines that the many forms. In Python programming language, we can say that a function which is going to have a same name, but it is going to do a different task for us. So if I write to here and having a same name but different behavior. Alright guys, so a function which is going to have a same name but having a different behavior. So we will see a polymorphism with a function and the name of that function is len. We are going to see a polymorphism with this function now. So we have a function, the name of that function is len, but it's going to do a different tasks for us. So how it will do? Let's see that. So guys, we have a string. Let me define a string and the data in the string is code wrapped. And we have a list also. Let me write a li. And inside of this list we are having some numbers. So let me write a 12, 14, 15 and 20. So we are having a phone number in this list. Now guys, I'm going to use this len function in this string as well as list. So I'm going to write a len of a string and one more time len of a list. So now if I run this code guys, you guys can see that I am getting output 8 and 4, which means the length of the string is 8 and the length of the list is 4. So guys, you can see that I use the same function len. The name of the function is same, but it's going to do a different behavior. How? First of all, it's finding the length of the string and after that it finds the length of the list. So we are passing a different thing in this function, but it's working fine and it's giving us output as well. So this is basically a polymorphism. The function name is same but have a different behavior. So if I comment this thing and if I show you with two examples as I have told you. First of all, I am going to show you polymorphism with a function, polymorphism with a function. So let me show you and let me delete this output window. Now guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to define a function, and it's going to take a 3 parameter a, b and c, and by default it's also going to have some value. So let's say a is going to take a by default 10 and b is going to take a by default 20 and c is taking by default 30. So alright guys, so we have these 3 values in the function. Now guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to print the sum of these 3 values. So I'm going to say a plus b plus c. Alright guys, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to call this function in a 3 different way. So first of all, I'm going to call this function without any value. I'm not going to pass any argument in this function. So it's going to take by default this argument 10, 20, 30, and the second time I'm going to pass a one argument which is a let's say 100, and third time I'm going to pass a 2 argument or let's say 3 argument. So I'm going to pass 1, 2 and 3. So now if I run this code, you guys know that it's not going to give any error. So we got answer 60, 150 and 6. So it's work fine, right? But we have a same function. We can pass 1 value, we can pass 3 value, we can pass 0 value also. We are getting an output. And if we want to make this code for addition, then I can pass a 0 value in every case. So let's say 0. And guys, if I just run this code again, you guys can see that this program is for adding a value. So first time I pass without argument, so it will return me 0. Our sum is 0. And second time I pass a value 100, it return the sum is 100. And third time I pass 3 value 1, 2 and 3. The sum of these 3 number is 6. So we have made a program for adding a 1 number, 2 number, 3 number and with the same name. So basically this single function is going to return the sum of 3 number, 2 number, 1 number as well. So this is basically a polymorphism in a function. We have seen what is polymorphism. Now guys, it's time to see polymorphism in a class. So I'm going to comment these things. And guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to write here first of all to polymorphism in class. And guys, I'm going to define a class with a company as well as employee. So I'm going to make a relationship of company and employees. So first I'm writing class company. Alright guys, so I have created a class of company and this class is going to have a function which is address. So this method is going to print the address of company. So I'm going to write here address of a company is, and let's say something A, B, C. Alright. So we have printed the address of company inside this address method. Now guys, I'm going to create a class of employees, and this class of employees is going to be inherited by this company, and we have already seen what is inheritance. And guys, if you don't know what is inheritance in Python, you can watch my last video, or you can search inheritance in Python by code rep. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to inherit this class with this company class. So I can write here company, the class name, and after that what I'm going to do, I'm going to write here pass, which means this class is going to be valid now, whether I should write more or not. Now guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call a object of employee. So let me write here obj of employee. I created an object of this employee class, and you know that if we inherited a class with any class, then I can access all the members, all the attributes, all the methods of this class, right? So in this case, I inherited by this company class. That means this employee class can access all the methods present in this company class. So guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call a method address, right? So I'm going to say object dot address, and if I call this method, you guys can see that I got output address of company is ABC. Basically, we have inherited this employee class with company, and we can access all the method of company. That's why we call this address method, and it printed the data of that method. All right. Now, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to say that employee is also having their own address. So I'm going to say define address, and inside of this method, I am going to write the address of employee. So for now, keep in mind that all the employees are living on the same address. So I'm going to write a XYZ, and let me delete this pass. And now guys, if I run this code, you guys can see that this time it printed address of employee is XYZ. It hasn't printed this line address of company JBC. Instead of that, it printed this line. So basically what happened here, we have created a two name. We have created a method with two name, and we have inherited this class with company. Now this employee is having a that method as well, and it also having this method as well, right? So we are having a two same method. What we are doing, we are calling this method. We have created the object of this employee class, and we are calling this address method. That means we are calling this employee method. If we want to call this company method, then we can write company dot address. So it's going to work. But guys, here I all want to tell you that what is polymorphism. So here we have seen that we have two methods with the same name, but both are doing a different tasks. The first method is printing the address of company, and the second method is printing the address of employee. So I hope now you understood that how we can see polymorphism in class by inheritance. So basically that is all I want to tell you in this video, and how we can achieve in function and how we can achieve in class by inheritance. So if you like this video, give a thumbs up to this video and subscribe my channel. Meet you in the next video. Thank you.